Welcome back, everyone. We've talked a lot about caring for your skin in the past few months, especially when it comes to wearing a mask. If you still have some questions, not a problem. For our next guest, we have Dr. Michelle Henry joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, can we start? I have a lot of questions, and number one, I know several people here in the studio said I have to ask you your secret because you have amazing skin, but we are talking a lot about hiding our faces, wearing face masks, whether you are a healthcare worker or just the average Joe. We're all wearing face masks. Do we need to deal with any of the side effects, symptoms when it comes to our skin and our complexion when we're wearing these face masks?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm having a lot of patients coming in complaining about the side effects of the mask. So why are we getting these side effects? You can imagine the friction of the mask, but also the humid environment that we're creating inside of the mask. And so that can lead to irritation. Prolonged irritation can create an irritation rash that we call irritant dermatitis. Further, we're using all different sorts of fabrics for our masks, and you can become allergic to those fabrics and have an allergic dermatitis. And I'm seeing also a lot of what we're affectionately calling maskne or acne that's induced by the mask. And last but absolutely not least, I'm seeing in our healthcare workers, our essential workers, those people who are wearing the mask for hours and hours a day, I'm actually seeing skin breakdown from the mask. So we're seeing lots of these side effects. And the way we protect against them is making sure that we treat our skin in such a way that we strengthen and we protect our skin's barrier.
Okay, so we're wearing these masks to protect ourselves. We're doing it for the right reason. These side effects are no good. What are some of the adjustments that we can make so that we can continue wearing our face coverings throughout the summer?
Yeah, so especially in the summer, we're now adding oiliness to that equation. So more of a reason for us to have some of these side effects. So what I recommend is a simple, straightforward 3-step skincare regimen. So the first step is to cleanse your skin. So you want to make sure you're using a gentle cleanser that can efficiently clean the skin without stripping it of its moisture. If you're noticing that you're having some acne, you want to use a low concentration of acne ingredients, so things like lactic acid, glycolic acid, and salicylic acid. Step number 2 is to find a good moisturizer. And this is probably the most critical step of this 3-step regimen. So we want moisturizers that are going to strengthen our skin barrier. One that I absolutely love is the Olay Micro Sculpting Cream. It's fragrance-free. It contains vitamin B3. So vitamin B3, we know, will hydrate, protect, and soothe our skin. It has hyaluronic acid, which we all know is a potent hydrator. And the combination of the two is going to help to strengthen and fortify your skin barrier, so to protect our skin from that moisture and protect our skin from that friction. Also important that it's fragrance-free because I mentioned allergic dermatitis, and fragrance plays a huge role in that. Step 3 is SPF. So we can't forget about that because our masks are not perfect protection from the sun. So in order to protect our skin, we want a cream with SPF. I love the Olay Regenerist with SPF 25, so it's going to protect our skin. It's not going to clog our pores, and it's going to protect our skin from the UV damage that causes skin cancer, but also from the UV that creates really ugly mask tan lines, which we don't want either.
I hadn't even thought about that, but you're right. That's like a whole new version of the farmer's tan on your, the mask tan. Nobody wants that. Nobody does. Okay, how about keeping our masks clean? Because we're a couple months in now to wearing these masks.
Yeah, so we're wearing the mask every day. We're sweating, we're creating oil on our skin every day, and you can imagine that oil and dirt and debris is accumulating on our masks. So what I recommend is that you cleanse or clean your mask daily, and that is in alignment with the CDC guidelines. So the recommendation is to make sure that you're cleaning and washing your mask daily, especially if it's soiled. You can consider using a gentle cleanser, something like Tide Free and Gentle, and make sure that you use your dryer so that you're really keeping your skin and your mask clean and safe every day.
Okay, and if I'm going to a dermatologist, I want them to look like you because your skin is just perfect. What's your secret? Is it following the 3 steps? You must have something else that you can give us that's really worked for you, mask or no mask.
That's what I do. I think gentle skincare is best. Be kind to your skin. Listen to its needs. If it's dry, use a heavier moisturizer. If it's not so dry, use a lighter moisturizer. So I use what I call intuitive skincare. So just listen to your skin and use good products that are safe for you.
Okay, where can we go to get more information on all of your great advice?
So you can get more information at olay.com. So you'll learn all about the products that I recommended. And of course, going to the CDC site and looking at the CDC guidelines, which are updated to make sure that you're handling your mask appropriately, that you're abiding by the safe guidelines for cloth mask use at home.
Dr. Henry, so great to visit with you today. Great advice. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, we're heading out to Food Truck Thursday at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds.